We want to say thank you for welcoming us to the neighborhood. We intend to be good neighbors, and we're proud to be your neighbors, and we look forward to being your neighbors.
The first large-scale community garden in over 14 years opened recently to an enthusiastic crowd and supporters. The Huntington Beach Community Garden, a voluntary nonprofit organization, created an organic, self-sufficient, 112-plot public garden on 2.5 acres of land owned by Southern California Edison.
It's a great day. The garden, in 2 years of planting, is now open. We have 135 families that are able to plant fruits and vegetables and kind of put fresh organic produce on their table without having to go to the grocery store.
The event recognized a long list of supporters with certificates of appreciation, lots of applause, and prayers. The first seeds of a community garden were planted over 2 years ago.
And I asked my husband what he thought about planting, and he said, well, we don't have space in our backyard. And then in that newspaper there was a story about community gardens and how someone wanted to start one up in my neighborhood, Southeast Huntington Beach. And I thought, what a great idea. So I looked for a phone number and found the name of Joanne Rasmussen and called her up, and she said, well, right now it's just an idea. And I thought, well, let's make it more than an idea. Let's make this happen.
And she called every Rasmussen in the phone book until she found me. And we talked and we had lunch together a few times, and then we decided that we were going to have a petition. So she made the petition, and she's really been working on this thing from the very beginning. So,
as the project began to take root, the realities of a new group, novice in the ways of grassroots marketing, can be daunting. But the Huntington Beach Community Garden took on a professional tone immediately.
And so I joined the group because they needed money, and I'm a rainmaker when it comes to money. And so I brought in grants from Boeing, from Rainbow, from the Griswold Foundation, and got the Orange County Conservation Corps, where I also work, to match, 4-to-1 match. And without those Corps kids, we could not have done this.
Dollars were raised, grants were written, and the analogies were made in favor of a garden that will produce up to 350 pounds of produce annually.
In this particular situation, where 2.5 acres are devoted for the community to come and have a plot to garden, that's not any different than having a building where you have books that people can come and take out. So to me, it's on par with a community garden. It's on par with community parks. It's what a community is all about, and to me it enhances what Huntington Beach ultimately offers to its citizenry.
Supported unanimously by the entire Huntington Beach City Council, the passion included City Council member Devin Dwyer, who became its chief gardener.
It's a great day. Yeah, we're really excited about the grand opening here of the Huntington Beach Community Garden. It's been a long road to hoe. It's taken us quite a while to get to this point, a good year and a half. The wheels of progress turned slowly, but we got here. We're really excited. It was, you know what, it was a growing curve for all of us. Myself as a council member as well. The different processes of trying to get this done, working with the different people that with their ideas and making sure we got them on plans and before both the city and also Edison, which make the final decisions on what we can and can't do here. So I think we all learned our way through this process, and we're actually hoping to do this again, maybe at another location.
Councilman Dwyer and I actually came to one of the community garden meetings late last year, and it was really neat to see the residents that were so passionate about getting this garden started and really being able to work together. And the residents have been fantastic to work with. They've been very patient, and I'm very appreciative of that. So it's been a wonderful experience.
So to be able to have a garden in Huntington Beach, there was nobody on the City Council that thought it was a bad idea. In fact, before we even had any of the paperwork done, we went to the City Council in December of 2009 and said, we have an idea, we have a community garden, this is the area, what do you think? And they put it to a vote, and we got a 7-0 approval. So, you know, it's rare these days to get that kind of approval unanimously from the City Council.
With the good possibility of creating additional community gardens in Surf City, what began with a few will now benefit many, including the hungry.
And we're asking that everybody, when they grow their gardens, they plant a row. There's a program, Plant a Row for the Hungry. and 10% of the produce that comes out of the garden, we ask that they commit to giving that to the food banks and the shelters, and we've already established a relationship with the Harvest Club and others to help get that produce to the food banks.
Kind of exciting. Yeah, we're glad to be part of it. We joined about a year ago, and so it's been a long time getting to this point. But yeah, we're looking forward to having a plot we can just turn loose in.
Another proud moment for Huntington Beach and the new Huntington Beach Community Garden.
We've not only built a community garden, but we've built a community of gardeners.
Is a dream come true. It's exactly what my vision was, to feed people, to get people working, get people out in the sunshine, and to a community, to get the community working together. That's what we need. That's what's going to solve our problems, people working together.
For Surf City Blast on Facebook and YouTube, this is Matt Liffering.